Morning. A little chilly this morning. Not bad. Windy all night. Windy all day yesterday. We did not record anything yesterday just because it was nasty windy outside. We hung out in the shop all day. So with calmer winds today, we are going to move a little dirt at the new building site. So get the belly dump. We're gonna get that fired up and the loader to load it. But it looks like we have to put a little hydraulic fluid in it first and we'll get her going.
Hi, I'm Tony Fast's daughter.
I'm Tony Fast's daughter.
I'm Tony Fast's daughter. Our family has been blessed to farm in Montana
For over 100 years now.
And it wouldn't be possible without the great team we have
and blessings from our Savior,
Jesus Christ.
Well, I brought the gooseneck in here and we gotta do a little fixing. This thing, yeah, not supposed to look like that. This strap iron down here that supports that broke out the other day and going through a dip. This thing flipped underneath the frame and got all bent up. So I don't really need that fixed right now. I'm gonna weld that for sure. And maybe we'll cut this off another day, put it in the press, hydraulic press, and get it all straightened back out. But because Tim's over getting dirt work started already for the building, he spent a part of a day over there already, and we're gonna get the belly dump going, haul some of that dirt and piles around the building, dump it so we have a nice flat surface for the builder to work off of with his man lift, so we can put the tin on the wall and all that kind of stuff. So I need to haul the skid steer over as well. We're gonna use the payloader to load dirt, and then also go fill some washouts in with the belly dump. Use the belly dump to go around the building, just make it quicker. So I'll weld this up quick. We'll work on that another day, and we'll get the skid steer loaded up.
Ha! Been there, done that. A little longer. We're gonna let that sit there and charge for a little bit while we go investigate where we're going to be dumping excess dirt from piles. Throw a few loads in here. Fill in that washout, level it off. Can you imagine using such a small auger? It's like 6-inch. We complain about an 8-inch auger because they're so slow. That thing looks tiny compared to what we normally use. Oh, the good old days. At least that's what they call them, right? Well, while we wait, let's figure out what switches from the cab will open the gates. But I don't want to have to stop and get out. I mean, come on. Who wants to do that? So I moved the stops up to the third hole, so the gates aren't going like way open. And I found a switch in the dash that opens them. They're opening themselves. Yeah, they're kind of creeping back open. Need them to stay shut. In the meantime, let's give this a try again. Well, that was a long, hard-fought battle to finally get the loader started. That doesn't work so well when dirt just comes right out the bottom. Yep, the gates just seem to want to open them. Go dump this off and figure that out. Okay, so here's where we're at with this. I think I have the gates closed. So we'll try a bucket here and see if they stay closed. That's the problem. I can get them to close, it's getting them to stay closed. Nope. They just pop right back open. So it is definitely in the valve in the back. So I guess I gotta go take it apart. Well, we think we got it. By we, I mean Tony's here. Yay! But we're just gonna haul some around the building site. We don't necessarily trust it going down 2 miles down the road. We'll see. What we think we found out on the belly dump is the valve is leaking by, so it's pushing air through when it shouldn't, which is allowing the gate. So we found out that we can close off the air supply valve and dump pressure out of it. The gates do remain closed, and we're able to haul with it. So I got one load over to the field in that washout. Get my second one. They only take 3. I forgot. Here we are trucking. I haven't even done Jake brakes yet. They're not quite as fun in a Freightliner that has a muffler. I don't know. Let's bring another load here. Another down the other side. About to my knee. Morning.
Well, we did a lot of dirt work yesterday. It was so windy, it was so hard to film and talk to you guys because it would have just been nothing but air noise, wind noise. But all the way around the building, we have it pretty well leveled off. They wanted at least 8 feet of flat ground so they could run their man lift on. We got that pretty well done. They put some aprons inside the building yet because we're not really sure what we're doing yet. We'd like to pour concrete, but not sure if right now is the time to do it. Because we don't have a floor drain figured out. We want to do that, possibly even put floor heat in it because this could be a shop someday. We're not sure. And maybe if we're just equipment storage, we'll just leave it as is, dirt for a while. So we need to finish hauling a couple dirt piles out of here. That one is topsoil, that one is not. We're gonna get a few more loads dumped in some washouts. We'll probably take that whole pile. Tim's got a little bit of a pile left over here. I'm gonna take the road grader up and start closing in the washouts of the dirt he's already hauled. Found ourselves a small little rock out here in the field. And we're gonna get it. So here's the washouts we're working on. This farm was not no-till. It had quite a bit of tillage done on it in the past. It was wheat one year, fallow the other, which means they just left it alone and worked the weeds down. So a lot of that ground got loose and it draws. We get a big thunderstorm, and if it's 10 inches deep, or I don't know, 6 inches deep tillage, then that would, boy, it almost looked like Tim dumped the trailer right there. Bet you that was a ride. Anyways, once that washout would start cutting through that loose dirt, it just kept on getting more and more. So we're gonna roll some of this topsoil into there. Hopefully we get it packed enough now that it won't wash in the spring. Once we get some roots growing in it this year, next season, hopefully it stays there. But man, I bet you that was a little fun. See the top track on the top of the ridge and the lower track down in the washout? Yikes. Well, we're home. The old road grader reverse doesn't work anymore. Figure out why that's not working. And gonna go empty out the air drill now. Got all the stack of iPads to put back in there. Get the fertilizer put out. Most likely this will be chickpeas next year, so Little trial. See how starter fertilizer works with chickpeas. Well, it is that time of year to get everything winterized. And one of those things I do is sprinkler systems on the yard. We're fortunate enough to have sprinklers on our lawns, so one of those things you gotta do everywhere, because some places it rains all the time and you don't need water on your lawns. So we're gonna do that today. Wouldn't it be great if when water froze, it contracted instead of expanding? You don't have to worry about winterizing anything, right? Am I right? This is the handy part. Go! Except when it doesn't work right. Come on now, yeah! Alright, I'll have to do that by hand. Which is not the handy part. Sometimes it just needs a little jiggle jiggle. A couple of them. Come on! Alright, on to the next one. Crew trailer is winterized. Just gotta do the washing machine yet. See if it'll dry it, unload, whatever it's gonna do. Pump the antifreeze are dumped in there, out, and then we're done. Oh. Pretty much done.
Done.
Winterizing.
Pretty much done.
Except for.
We're gonna miss you, Nacho.
Thanks for watching. Farm hard, pray harder. See you next video.